probably beat me with his one hand tied behind his back, literally. But oh my gosh, but he's not gonna be able to beat another pro gamer at this rate. Is my point. Yeah, even when they're bad, they're still really good, yes, but that doesn't mean they're not doing badly in terms of what they should be doing and what they're capable of. Washington is capable of so much more than this, and he's just kind of throwing this game away. It looks like STX is going to go down 2-1, and it's really unfortunate that basically one of their worst players is going to be taking 2 games for NBC, and that, I mean, that's optimal in this kind of a clan war style game situation. It's optimal. You want your basically your lesser players to get a game or two, so that then when they inevitably lose to someone finally, your big gamers. Oh my goodness! The Plague Science Vessels 2 go down before the Mutalisk gets taken out. Oh man, this game is just hilarious now. But yeah, so whoever STX throws in next, STX, they've been throwing in their good players hoping for multi-kills here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they throw in Cal, although they may want to conserve him. They may throw in someone else like Best God or who else is on STX. STX has a couple other good players that might be able to go in there. Anyway, but yeah. So, but NBC still has their aces in the hole though. They still have C. Ruby, despite being a jerk, is still a decent player, and so they still have him lying around. So both of those players could be put in theoretically for NBC to try and wipe things up. C, I mean, even if they put in Cal, who I have to believe would beat the Zerg, C has a good chance against Cal, for instance. He's a pretty good Terran versus Protoss player, so he might be able to take that on. We'll just have to see how it goes, I guess. Yeah, Plague has gone off on all of Washington Science Vessels at this point, by the way. So one more Mutalisk could easily, or if you got 3 Mutalisks, they could easily just dive in there. And see, that's what that Mutalisk is doing. He's waiting for the opportunity to dive in and kill off those Science Vessels, 1 hit each. I think I'm not sure how the upgrades work. Yeah, no, I think actually with the glaive, he may be able to take out 2 Science Vessels at a time, depending on how the bounce goes. But usually the bounces go onto the Marines or something like that. But anyway, point being, he's going to be able to easily kill off those Science Vessels, I think. Washington has somehow managed to save his 3rd base, despite kind of amateurishly losing his 4th base at the top due to just kind of lack of paying attention to it. I'm not blaming him terribly. I probably would have lost it too, but there's just so many things going on in this kind of a game, and there's been so much action. It's not. Oh, nice! Repairing his Science Vessels, good stuff. So he may actually not just lose those Science Vessels outright after all. He's going to go back and repair them, and it looks like he's got his 2 fresh new Science Vessels out with his army to protect them. So Washington actually putting up a decent fight here. The Zerg, however, has taken the entire bottom right half of the map. He's taken his whole half of the map, and so he's 2 expansions ahead. Nicely done. Nice Plague. Scourge is not quite catching those Science Vessels, but a Plague did catch one. Oh, and he catches the non-Plague Science Vessel off guard, destroying it completely. Plague Marines just getting absolutely slaughtered by crack Zerglings, and wow. I just, when I was kind of thinking like, oh, maybe I'll have to eat my words, and maybe Washington's going to come back in this game, that's when the Zerg comes out and just mops up the force that Washington had out in the out on the map, and now Ultralisk's coming in here as well. So the Zerg has a lot of spare material here, spare resources to throw around at this point, and I mean, to the point that he's building these a lot of really higher level units. Lurker, Ultra, Ling with Defilers is it's just something special. Wow, that Ultralisk's still alive, rampaging around there, despite having survived in irradiation and everything. But yeah, I think there's just too much going on. Yeah, the Zerg just has too much macro going on, and as you can see, that's kind of the part that is really going to kill Washington, is the fact that he is mined out now at his natural, and I didn't notice that before, but that means he's mined out his main as well. So basically, Washington is mining off of 1 base, and the Zerg is mining off of 3 or 4, and that's just too much macro. There's just nothing that Washington can do at this point, especially with all these higher level units coming after him, and he's backing his Marines into a corner, but they're just not going to be able to accomplish anything here. So, oh, this could be beautiful here. Did you see those scourges? Did you see those? He might, if he can clone those well enough, 1 scourge per science vessel. That would be beautiful. He might qualify for a pimp play here, taking out several science vessels at the same moment. But we'll see if he can do that because there's not enough Marines around to really protect all those science vessels. Actually, no, he's grouped up his science vessels, so it's gonna be a lot harder to clone him that way. But yeah, this game is just over. So in any case, uh, nice last ditch fire bats popping out to try and combat the Lings. Look at this, the Lings being had so many Lings they're taking out fire bats, even fire bats that can put themselves in a corner. And there we go. Not quite as beautiful as I was hoping for, but the science vessels do get taken out there. Um, Washington, you gotta hand it to Washington for fighting till the last, but he is gonna go down. I'm really curious to see who STX is gonna throw in for the next matchup. Again, the way that they've been going, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Cal or Best God or dang it, who's there? STX has another good player or two that I can't remember at the moment. July, Washington, and Cal are kind of their aces, and then they've also got kind of some other players which are pretty good. Oh, Shuttle. I think, does Shuttle play for SDX? I think he may. Yeah, Shuttle's pretty good too. So, anyways, poor Washington getting owned. He didn't even get a kill like Jelizer did. All right, thanks for listening. See you next game.